we go. Tome alone. We love puns here. Well, get fucking ready. Okay, what's the case, Dooley? Fill me in. Case? No, I have some overdue books to drop back off. So that purple swirling vortex thing above the building has nothing to do with why we're here? Oh, come on now, detective. You're hardly going to arrest the weather. The things you'll try to do to justify this department. Let's get this over with. We got a couple statues. These statues make me uncomfortable. They're not very welcoming. They should at least be reading a book or wearing glasses or something. Before this was the library, it was where the mayor kept her lion collection. Oh, right. That clears that up. This is a library. What a helpful plaque. Same thing for the other line as well. How many cases do we need to solve, do you think? To get a car that doesn't leak in the rain. Keeps us fresh, sharp even. What are his books? We'll be done in a jiffy, detective. Fines for being late? How are books late? Not like they have places to be. You're not charming your way out of this, Patrick. Rules are rules. You have any parking tickets you want to see go bye-bye? Dooley, you're trying to bribe your way out of a fine? No? Here's an arrangement for you. I'll drop your fines if you arrest that troublesome kid. Kid? The one who's responsible for the storm and, you know, the ghosts. Ghosts? What? I'm looking at his books. Is this your to read pile? Oh, I've read all of those. The desk is missing a leg, so I'm using them to balance out the computer. It's dangerous. A silence. Flickering lights. These brownouts seem like they'd make for frustrating reading conditions. We got an elevator and we got a door to the office. Go to the office. Calendar. I got this for Doris last time I had to get out of paying fees. Gonna have to up the ante this time. So he already knew all about Guy Light? And she's got her face taped on there. Photocopier. An old photocopier. I can't imagine this gets much use. Oh, it does. When you renew your card each year, Doris takes a photocopy of your butt for the records. Everyone's butt? Just mine, now that I think of it. That's the price of working out, I guess. Roses are red, violets are blue. Your loading rights are revoked due to books overdue. Looks like some of these coats have been here for years. We should go through their pockets? You know, for evidence? You receive item button. We have a button. Office supplies. You never know when I'll need to cut something in half, or a lazy approximation of half. Scissors. Hell yeah. I think my CRS is kicking in. Is this an old game or purely like this for nostalgia? Nostalgia. This game is like 7 years old, I think. Computer seems to be broken. Not broken, it's hollow, so they can store more books in it. I guess that's everybody. Back to the lobby, up the elevator. Where's the staircase? We have none. There was a fire, and ironically, the fire escape was the only thing that was destroyed. Certs? Did they find certs? What are you talking about? Like the old mints? Like the breath mints? Certs? Horror. I can't... The button for the 4th floor is missing. Tetraphobia. For the 4th floor, yeah. Fear of the number 4. It's quite common for buildings in China to be missing the 4th floor. 4th floor is there. It's just the button's missing. Oh, yeah. And we're not in China. You have all the answers, don't you? Yeah, I remember certs. They were fine. Reading room and hobby. Sci-fi and fantasy children. And reception. It can't be this easy, right? Broken button, I can't just use button. I don't have the skills to wire up a normal button, never mind this one. Okay, good. If the coats had been there for years, I'd imagine that maybe they'd have some certs. Well, let's go to the sci-fi and fantasy children. Plant. What odd leaves that plant has. That's just a dead tree where Doris dries her stockings? Don't blink. Oh, I think he's talking about like the crying angels from Doctor Who. Children's section or sci-fi fantasy? Let's go to children's first. What about this one? The words are short, and I think I can read the whole book from one cover to the other cover. It says Little Devon. Oh, is that suitable for my age range? I read a book about books for my age range, and they're all books about boys and wizards and talking dogs. Okay, I'll try it. I hope I like it, because I've read all the books about boys and wizards and talking dogs in here. He's talking to an imaginary friend, but there's a floating book here. Robot. I hope I get to have a pet robot someday. Too many responsibilities. Feeding it, rubbing its belly, teaching it to overthrow humanity. Why would you teach it that? I want to be on their good side when it happens. Train. I've always loved trains and trams. Not monorails, though. Thinking they're better than everyone because they're up in the air. Hallway books. Why your parents don't love you. Okay. ABC. Easy as 4, 5, 6. Did you look at the plant next to Doris? No. I don't think I did. A vent. There's a cold draft coming from the vent. That can't be good for this kid's health. Viewmaster. A Viewmaster. I loved those as a kid. I'll take this and see if I can find a use. It's times like these that I miss walking the beat. You received a Viewmaster. Got a Viewmaster. Dinosaur. The dust is wrong. The dust is wrong under this. Makes me think it was moved recently. Okay. More books. Bad Baby incites a riot. Kindergarten Kate summons the devil. If I keep clicking, it's different ones. Grumpy Chris hates to play. Learn to count to 107, the largest number known to science. A guide to baby safe shots. Daddy's little disappointment. Bad Baby incites a riot. Okay, there's a repeat. Teddy bear. You look familiar. Have I rested you before? Okay, let's take a look at this floating book. Well, that's not right. Neat trick. What magic book did you learn that from, kid? It's not magic, it's nothing. Come on, Frankie, you can do better than that. Okay, well, we got a floating book. It's just floating. Devon, who are you talking to? I'm not telling you anything. I've heard what happens to people who do a snitch. They get a stitch. Modern media is really making our job hard. Snitch = stitch. Okay, I guess we'll have to come back for this floating book. Let's head over to sci-fi and fantasy. Ooh, chessboard playing itself. Sword and shield. If we lived in medieval times, we'd be living the adventures of ye Darkside bailiff and his squire Dooley. I wanted to be an astronaut when I was younger, then I found out that they had to go into space. No thanks, that's where the aliens live. Can you look at the room through the viewfinder or not? I don't believe I can. Let me check. Looks like some of the rocket's aluminum is coming off of that. That could be useful. You received metal strip. An old film viewing toy. No, I can't. I can't ever pick up this library card. How convenient. I'd have expected to go through a series of semi-logical puzzles to get this. Sci-fi books. Fantastic Obit. Drowned in moonlight, strangled by her own bra. Drowned in moonlight, strangled by her own bra. Dr. Whom's thrilling adventures through grammar and structure. Space hike, boldly going to places safely explored by others. How to woo a Wookiee. Mass defect. They came from space. They were brains. Brains from space. Space brains. Blasters, 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 and other space weapons. Intergalactic ballistics for cats. Astro trolls. Okay, we're back at the beginning again. Please put that on my tombstone. Strangled by her own bra. Like, even if it's not accurate. Chessboard. What a great game, eh? Yeah, funny looking draughts pieces, though? Funny looking draughts pieces. Draughts pieces? I don't know what that means. All right. And the game will not explain it to me. Draughts pieces. Okay, we're done looking through here. Head back to the hallway. We'll head to the elevator. We'll go check out the reading room hobby. Especially if it's inaccurate. Okay. Painting. Professor Theodore Library, the inventor of the library. We'll go to the hobby/DIY area. Mannequin. Looks like he's jumping. You jump too if something shove and pull up your behind. Wait a minute. These are printouts of children's arts? Look at Mr. Moneybags in his deep pockets, rich enough that he can pay child artists for original works. Glue. That's a point-and-click adventure thing if I've ever seen one. Somebody seems to have left some glue here. It's no duct tape. It could be useful. We got glue. Pots and brushes. Why are these fake? Well, you can't have kids painting over the books. DIY books. Let's see what titles we have for DIY books. How to DIY yourself. I'm really good at DIY. I get my sister to do it for me. This one's called Building Mediocre Mysteries by the Spooky Doorway team. Whoever they are, Spooky Doorway is the team that made this game. DIY, because you're too broke to pay someone else to do it. So Your Government is Broken by C. Guevara. I wasn't expecting a Che Guevara reference here. Draughts is the British name for checkers? Oh, okay. Drafts. Okay. I didn't know that. The Definitive Guide to Landscaping from Outside to Downstairs. I'm only laughing that much at that because it took me a while to realize that when they say downstairs, they didn't mean downstairs. Okay, now we're getting repeats. Reading room. Oh, hello, miss. I wasn't expecting anyone to be here. Oh, hello. My name is Roxa. I'm here to study the strange goings-on. Guess that's why you're here too, detective? Oh, I'm sure. That's me, always investigating stuff on purpose. Want to share what you found? Well, it's not much, but there seems to be a strange concentration of energy in the next room. I'm searching the internet for a way to be able to see whatever it actually is. Well, let me know if you find anything. Just use different tools? Hopefully. Hopefully. I mean, I use like the big, like the Brutus the Barber beefcake shears. Chalkboard. Who doesn't need chalk in the 21st century? Most people. Fair point. Rox's books. I hope there's nothing contraband in this pile. I wish. You know what I mean. Clock. Time always seems to stand still in boring places like libraries. It's 9 o'clock here forever. Oh shit, Foxy! Do you see what I see? Get ready for some microfiche. Microfiche is one of this channel's specialties. But first, let's try talking to Roxa. So, ghost hunting, eh, detective? That's classified, because there's a whole bunch of eerie mumbo-jumbo going on here. So you noticed then. I'm majoring in the occult at Twin Lakes University. You can do that? I thought all that stuff was banned. Well, someone's got to catalog and ban it all, detective. Right. It's all fairly hush-hush. So what does one study with occultism? Whatever you want. I went with computer science so I wouldn't be studying two impractical subjects. Good call, Roxa. From experience, I can tell you that the occult doesn't pay much. It's my time. I'm ready. Here we go. Ah, fuck, it's broken. It's broken. If I want to look at any microfilm, I'll need to find another way to do so. Filing cabinet? Why would anyone have so many filings that they need a cabinet to store them in? Says the cop. Box of glowing microfilm? It's radiating energy, like Roxa said. I think that may be a clue. Possibly? There's just too much in here to take. Even my pockets have their limits. So, open it. Computer. Let's see what we can find online. You didn't say the magic word. There's a Jurassic Park reference. Enter password. Looks like I need to figure out the password. Or just ask. Just ask. What did he say about this? There's too much here to take, even my pockets have their limits. Okay, we use the scissors. Well, I've destroyed some historical material. Let's hope there was a point to this. Glue. Old library card, metal strip. Viewmaster. Oh shit, it fits! Let's look at what it didn't accidentally chop out of Twin Lakes' recent history. I put the microfiche, cut up microfiche in the viewfinder. We're gold. We're gold here. The spider moths, do it again! Sounds like they were on some winning streak instead of having burnt down yet another stadium. Major staff cuts at City Library. Budgetary cutbacks have seen the local library reduced to a Skelly Man staff. I know Doris is old. That seems a bit unfair. It means very few people work here. Oh, yep. Just Doris. And she's actually a retired volunteer. It's tough times. Computer stock goes up, up, down, down, left, right, BA. The Konami code. I shouldn't have read that aloud. I think I may have just summoned something. Crackpot detective claims teenagers' tags were ritual meant to show the dead that walk among us. I remember this case. What the hell? Oh. Who are you? And how did you get here? Alistair Crowley! Mr. Crowley! I am that which can never be unseen. The ooze from your nightmares. The knower of the unknown. Right, that's not very helpful if I'm honest. Help is there for those that know how to take it. Okay, then I'll bite. Tell me. Oh, knower of the unknown. What's going on here? I don't really know. Right. But I do know that the coward Yeats is protecting a hidden room. one that holds vast power and treasures. No doubt that which is responsible for the spectral summoning of myself and the others that lie within. The others? The others. Detective, who are you talking to? I'm talking to, you know what? I don't even know how to explain this. If you look up a picture of Aleister Crowley, easily one of the top results is him wearing this exact outfit, this hat, the whole nine. What was all that again? Okay, it's all about Yeet's secret room. Well, I guess we're done here until we can find the password for the computer. So Yeats has a secret room. Who's Yeet? Oh, now there's more ghosts. Oh, the ghost of Yeats. Pray, sir, a moment of your time. W.B. Yeats. Another one? Another? Another spirit, yes. And with your question, you have answered my own. Forgive me, but I wish to know if you have seen on your travels that scoundrel, Crowley. Forcefully mysterious man in a silly hat? The very same. I knew he lurked here, but somewhere. You mentioned a hidden room? Yes, but on the matter, I shall say no more. Not until the beast is gone. But I just want... Not a word more, sir. Not a word more. So the beast... Yep. Yeets. So now we gotta find the beast. Oh, here's a ghost of a handy person. Gale. Are you an author too? I don't recognize you. Aye, but not like yon toffs with their literary fiction. Gale Plinkman. I wrote useful stuff like house wiring and how to do own plumbing. Think you could fix the elevator? With right gear, could I? I need a new button in mind. I have a new button. Bitch. What's all this for? You could use this button to fix the elevator? I can. But I won't do nothing. Needs to be conductive to make the circuit work. Well, then what if I put a metal strip on the button? You received conductive button. Did this button replace the broken one in the elevator? Let me see. Looks like I'll do the job. Gives a few minutes. Pop it in place. Is that a good accent? Is this the best accent? Listen. I'm not good at accents. I don't want to do them. But when a game spells out text phonetically, I have to. I'm pretty sure that was a mix of Irish and Scottish. So we'll call it Irtish. Accent's good? Hell yeah. Well, now we have a horror button. Thanks for fixing the elevator, Gale. Happy to help. It was fun doing something useful again. Well, before we go up to horror, I want to go talk to the librarian again. Can I have the internet password, please? Give you access to all my juicy manuscripts? Not a chance. I need it for the investigation. And I need those books kept safe until my genius is recognized, so no. You see the weird beings in the children's room now. Yeah, probably. Is there anything in the office? No ghosts in the office. However, I do have a photocopier. I don't use the copier right now. He mentioned that they photocopy library cards when people get new ones. Elevator. Sci-fi and fantasy children. Sci-fi. Adams and Pratchett. Douglas Adams and Terry Pratchett, I assume? What is this mangling of a face? Pratchett. Oh, hey, big fan of your work. Thanks, says Officer Dooley. Not you. Okay, I can't talk to Pratchett. Adams? I read your detective books, wonderfully over the top. Maybe it's not Douglas Adams. Did he write detective books? Where's Missing? Missing knows all about books. Okay, let's head over to the children's section. I think you should read this one. I read this one and I thought it was good. Enid Blyton? What's it about? It's a story about a kid who can see dead people. Oh, that's not for me. I'm scared of ghosts. I fear I find myself in the company of a rather dreadful bunch. Rotters, the lot of them. Kid? No, he's charming. I mean the others. Occultists, horror writers, and DIY fanatics. Horrors, the lot of them. Okay, so now we can head to the horror. The horror floor. Oh, look. Doris must have finally fixed the elevator button. No, it was... Never mind. Okay, here we are with the horrors. Book cart. A collection of books that don't seem to fit anywhere else in the library, like How to Cook a Dinosaur If You Ever Catch One. The Internet and Other Fads. Architecture of the Mind by Sarah Bellum. And MMO Accountancy, Be the Fictional Banker You Always Knew You Were. Looks like you can get to the roof through here. Thankfully it's locked. I'd rather not go back out in the storm. Yeah, let's go check out the horror section. Edgar Allan Poe and H.P. Lovecraft, I'm assuming. Oh, it says right at the top. Fictional banker. You know, there was a book I suggested to Missing a while ago, and I read it, and I don't think she ever did, called Mog World. Mogworld. It kind of reminds me of that. It's a comedy. It's a book about a NPC in an MMO that basically gains its own sentience. And it's the NPC trying to make its way through the game. Edgar Allan Poe, you barely make teenage girls whimper, Howie. Only because they cannot fathom the dread I conjure, Eddie. You play uncommon cliches. Your penny dreadfuls lack true horror, at best spooky pulp. That's the name of my, I'm gonna make black orange juice. It's gonna be called Spooky Pulp. Your best works aren't even written by you. Charlatan, fraud, undead trickster. You feel that way? Then why did you hide my work? Eddie. Again, I said I do not have your book. You probably hid it because it was too scary for you. Gah! You're an infuriating man. What's going on here? I didn't take his blasted book. It was that childish Blyton woman. So we gotta go talk to her and get the book back. Did I ever tell you about the Midnight Society account on the Bird app? No. No, I don't think you did. Why don't you tell him that? He will not listen to me. He's convinced I hid it so more people would borrow my books over his. Nonsense. I care not for his current zeitgeist. My works are vastly superior. He's being such a child. I'm clearly the greater horror writer. I tore apart the minds of a generation with my aesthetic horror. My atheistic horror. With your atheistic rubbish. Right. I'll have you, mate. Come at me, you sickly twerp. You two stop it, or I'll put you both in some kind of supernatural slammer. He started it. Never mind. It was you and your... I don't care who started. I'm putting a stop to it. Wait right here. And not a peep. What? Oh, whoa! These are one hell of an atmospheric fire hazard, these candles. I have glue and I have an old library card. A through B. From axes to zero oxygen, a murderer's primer. He's behind you. Animal allotment. Instead of animal farm. Even Duke's the ankle biters. The moaners from beyond the grave. Alibi soup. The butler did it. The dead person murders. Calvin ate a cop. Did you kill them? I'm coming to get you. I'm coming to get you too. You were out last time. Very Dark Places, an illustrated guide. Compendium of Inept Deaths. They're not the scariest sounding books, are they? I think I might have had an accident. By the way, I'm really sorry if this bothers anybody. I'm going through all these books. Everyone's guilty. The Fast Car Killers. The Followers. Erroneous Castrations. The Diary of Evelyn Snokes. The Girl Who Chokes. Everyone's guilty, okay? Haunted Place. They've gone to buy poison. Gasp. How they all died. Goodness me, he's dead. Henry Hamfist, the Punch to Death Champion of 1934, a biography. It Kills, Just Quit, Jugular Wounds, an illustrated story, a guide to journaling your own death, I Touched Its Face, Jobs You're Not Good Enough For, It Kills, Lemons for Every Meal, The Kickboxing Cult, The Lackluster Murders, Cannibal Carnival, The Late Train Made Me Late, Life Robber, Lemons, okay, Dear, Ninja Zombies and Other Terrible Crossovers, Morals, No Thanks, Never Look in the Fridge, Madman Kills a Person, No Don't Do It, Nanny Nightmare, Map to Murder, The Pain Giver, Places to Die In, Places to Not Die In, The Origami Massacres, The Pain Giver. We're almost there. It's basically an account that writes as if Stephen King, Dean Koontz, Lovecraft, Poe, Barker, and a bunch of other authors are friends around a fireplace. Oh. That's funny. It's funny. The Quirky Killings, The Rash That Wouldn't Clear, Quickly Hide, The Revenger, Quay 666, Stabfest 6, Everywhere Snakes, Tomorrow the World Implodes, Scary Book Volume 4, The Trundling, Stabfest, okay, yep, The Underwhelmer, Vivian's Hatchet, Vet's Revenge, Where's Waldo's Body, The Vanity Kills, They Yearn for Blood, X Marks the Victim, Unzip the Body Bag, The Yogurt Vat Drownings, Zesty Recipes for Evidence Disposal. Okay, there we go. We looked at all of them. Creepy bookshelf. It's one creepy looking bookshelf. I think we did it. I think we looked at everything in here. So now we gotta go get the book from the fantasy children room. Did you steal Lovecraft's book? He and that Poe fellow won't stop fighting over which one has more frightful book. I took his book in the hopes that it would stop their arguing. It seems to have just made it worse. Well, I shan't give it back until they stop their silly bickering. I just shan't. How am I meant to stop these two from fighting? That's not my concern. You want this book, you stop their fight. There's got to be a scarier book than theirs around here. Surely that will stop their bickering. Could stop their bickering. Don't call me Shirley. There has to be a scarier book around here. I've already looked through all the books. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. Is that your to read pile? I've read all those. Okay, somewhere there's going to be a funny answer to this. Okay, we've done this. Even the lamp is fucking, yep. So it actually zooms in to show me this picture here. Skylight, October. I'd like to borrow that book you're reading. You need a library card to borrow books. Can I sign up for one? No, I'm too busy reading my book to help. Julie, can I use your card? It still has fines on it. I bet you wish you'd let me make that deal now, huh? Why is the window onto the roof locked? For health and safety reasons? I mean, that makes sense. Can I get the key? Afraid not. For health and safety reasons. What's that you're reading? Skylight. Heartbreaking tale of a girl who falls in love with a reverse vampire. Does a reverse vampire stick his toenails into someone and then pump them full of blood? Of what now? A reverse vampire. He can only come out during the day. I'm at a part where it's her prom night and he promised to take her, but the clocks went forward and now it's on at night. What happens if he goes out at night? He gets really sleepy? Sounds interesting. Sounds awful. Okay, so if I try to give her the old library card. Not this one, it's yours. It's not yours. Hasn't even got your face on it. Okay, so if I go to the office, really don't want to put my face on here. Yes, you do. Okay, we got a photocopy now. So now I can use the photocopy with the old library card. Oh, that plan B, no. Okay, now you've got sticky photo. Add to the library card. Now you got a complete fake library card. We are so fucking good at this. I'd like to borrow that book you're reading. Oh, well then here you go, Paul. My name is Paul, like it says in the card. My card. Paul, Paul, Paul. Okay, we got trashy novel. Milo Stevenson's reverse vampire novel, Skylight. Even holding it makes me ill. I'm trying to figure out what this is on the cover. Nope. No, just give it. There we go. Is this my book? No, it is not. What is it? The most horrific novel ever written, and it's not written by either of you. Let me see that. Teenage girl, blah, 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 reverse vampire, blah, 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 love story. It sounds terrifying. Its mere existence gives me shivers. Do you agree it's more horrific than your works? Will you stop squabbling? Agreed? Agreed. Can you believe something so hideous exists? Can you believe it's so popular? Stoker must be turning in his grave. I hope the poor chap doesn't know. Well, they're gone. But now what? I guess I could tie up some of the other ghosts' loose ends? Looks like a thumbs up. Yep. They loved it. So the other ghosts' loose ends. Okay, that's still locked. Who else we have left? The handyman is gone. The handy person is gone. Okay, Yeats is still here. I shall not converse while Crowley lurks awaiting a slip of my tongue. So we gotta get Crowley out of here. I met your friend Yeats. He said you won't stop spying on him? I find it most joyous to torment that man. He says you want into that room you mentioned. I do. I'm most bored here. I need something to do, something to read. Why not use that computer to go online? 2 words, safe search. Aleister Crowley is not interested in using the internet because safe search is turned on. Just Meatwad? Yeah. Yeah, Meatwad did talk about a reverse vampire, didn't he? My name is Jake Zula, the Mike Ruler, the old schooler. You want a drink? I'll bring it to ya. Maybe I can find some kind of workaround. Please, just stay here and don't do anything. Okay, so we need to get Aleister Crowley some porn. Then Yeats will leave. We got on the first floor. Sci-fi fantasy children. So we've got... I've gotten them to agree on the scariest book. Can I have that novel now? Good. I daren't see why you'd want this vile thing, but I promise I'm here. So now we have the Lovecraft novel. You ruined the kid's illusion, detective. So now that we have the Lovecraft novel, we can give it to... I read your detective books wonderfully over the top. Big fan of your work. Thanks. Not you. Oh. I don't know how I'm supposed to get rid of these guys. I assume Crowley's not interested in Lovecraft. Come on, Frankie. You can do better than that. You may have the book, sir, but I shall ne'er tell you how to enter the dark place where the heebie-jeebies lay in wait, not while Crowley skulks around seeking that very info. Okay. Let's head down to reception. That's everybody. The indescribable rending things that rend indescribably. Sounds about right. There's nobody up on this floor, right? So both these guys are gone. So top floor, Dunsky's. Hobby and DIY, done. The reading room, this is Yeats and Crowley. What did Crowley want again? Met your friend Yeats, he says you won't stop by him. Oh, he needs porn. Some kind of workaround. We need to figure out the password. Sorry to be obnoxious, but it's definitely pronounced Yates. I know it's spelled Yeats, but I swear. Okay. Thank you for correcting me. Yates. Yates. Can I have the internet password, please? Give you access to all my juicy manuscripts. No. What is the password? And what do I use the Lovecraft novel for? Yates. Have you tried the name of her vampire book? So if I go to the office, it actually doesn't give me the it just shows me this screen. It doesn't let me type in anything. So I assume it won't let me do anything unless I actually have, if I have the password, I think my character will just enter it. Someone needs this Lovecraft book. Professor Theodore Library. I love that. That makes sense. Boo! I'm missing something here. It's one heck of a view of the city. There's nothing else. What if I put this back? My guts tell me that I shouldn't put this book back yet. I'll hold on to it until I know more about that hidden area Yates and Crowley mentioned. Oh, it's also Y-E-A-T-S. Yates. So eventually it gets put back in the horror section. What about here? Let's call that Plan B. What's this? Rox's, oh, Rox's book. No contraband. I'd rather try something else first. Call that Plan B. Is there anything I'm missing here? Don't see why we're sticking around here, detective. You couldn't wait until I picked up the glue to say that? Sometimes I feel like you don't see me say anything more than a ha-ha sidekick. What am I missing? Roses are red, violets are blue. Your loading rights are revoked due to books overdue. Note rack, what a disappointing haul. Oh yeah, you mentioned the plant next to the receptionist. There isn't. Oh, this plant. From a certain angle, it looks like Dooley has crazy hair. That's it. What? I feel like I'm just going to the same rooms over and over again. Let me see if I can look up a hint. I found this link recently for this thing called the Universal Hint System that gives you like progressive hints. Because I don't want it to tell me. But this doesn't exist. So let me see what we got going on here. What is this called? Lovecraft novel. Okay, the word Lovecraft is not in this walkthrough. Oh, that's because it's multiple pages. Fuck that. Capital, fuck that. Okay, here we go. Talk to Blight and get the Lovecraft novel. Place the Lovecraft novel in the middle bookshelf. I thought I couldn't do that. Yeah, K through L. My guts tell me I shouldn't put it back yet. Admin password. Oh, just talk to... Is that really all I have to do? God damn it. Hey, Roxa, you mentioned you were looking for stuff on the internet. How did you get past the internet blocks? All I had to do was talk to the student. Missing! What's going on here? Took a shower, now making dinner, eggs, home fries, and toast. What the hell? Feeling pretty good, hell yeah. This is a adventure called Tome Alone. This is the second case. We're trying to put a bunch of ghosts to rest in a library. We had a question for you earlier about books, and I already forgot what it was. You mentioned you were looking for stuff on the internet. How'd you get past the internet blocks? Up to something naughty, detective? Me, no, but I have a friend who needs to get past the library firewall. Quite well protected. Surprisingly, I think Doris was worried somebody would hack into an inn and steal her unpublished fan fictions. Yeah, actually, Asing, she did give you a shout out earlier. Asing was in the middle of a Fortnite match. I figured out the admin password so I can bypass the block. Want me to give it to you so you can use it too? Yes. Now we have the admin password. That's all I had to do. Okay, now Aleister Crowley can look up porn. Looks like I need to figure out the password. Oh, here it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the password on my luggage. Now Crowley should be able to browse to his heart's content. I'll let him know. I've set it up so you should be able to browse whatever you want. No restrictions. Excellent. You may not want to stick around for this. All right, I'll leave you to your business. So, the ghost of Aleister Crowley is going to jerk off in this library microfiche room now. Got the door on the way out. Done, dude. Did I sense? Yes, the beast's eyes are focused elsewhere. The air is clearer now. Well, clearer is maybe not the term I'd use. Come again, sir? Never mind. Just don't go into that room if you can avoid it. As you suggest. Now, what's all this about a hidden room? I'll share what I can. There's a place hidden behind the horrors section on the 4th floor. The source of the phantasmic pollution afflicting the building is within. How do I get in? One of the books in the L section is a lever. Pull it and fix this. Godspeed, man! Hear that, Dooley? Hear what? Yes, of course. Ah, the French. Back to lurking, hell yeah. Back to the 4th floor. Open the secret room using one of the books in the L section. How do you know all this? Intuition? Well, I already kind of had that figured out, so we'll go up to the horror floor. We'll put the book away. Here goes nothing. That seemed to fit with a curious clicking noise. All right, you pull this and... there's a hidden door. Yates and Crowley we're probably talking about. Creepy doorways are a recurring motif I'm not too fond of. Let me guess. You're staying here to cover me again? You got it in one, detective. Try to avoid getting knocked out this time. Spooky doorway. What is all this? Magica. Aleister Crowley's Guide to the Popular Wizard Game. The Gnostic's Guide to Ghouls and Ghosts. Rituals for Modern Witchuals. These are all contraband occult books. This is quite the nasty treasure trove. Why didn't I know about this stuff? Is Dooley getting knocked out now going to be a thing? It might. We don't know. He hasn't been knocked out yet. Okay, we've got some exposed wiring that'll need to get fixed somehow. We've got a baseball cap. We have a crawl space here. This will go down to the children's room where there's a vent, probably. You have a skull. Mary Shelley? What are you doing here? Like the moth to a flame, I am drawn to the eldritch energies emitted from this book. I like spooky books and electricity. I even lit candles to up the spook factor. Thank you, Mary Shelley. Okay, these are all, banned occult books. The Necronominum, a Cyclopean cookbook. 101 ways to get ritual stains out of your carpets. A brief history of time magic. The Art of Pentagram Drawing, A Guide for Syncing Your Coven with the Moon. Okay, there we go. Ritual book. A copy of Ripley's Cast It or Not. Seems to be open to the Summon Spirits page. Maybe if I close it, the whole mess will sort itself out. Ouch. Seems to be charged with that faulty wiring. I wonder where it goes. Loose wires seem to run to the roof. What a strange thing to find here. The baseball cap? Pick it up. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Skull. Normal library fare this. You received skull. Use it with a baseball cap. I'd rather try something else first. I love the writing. This is really good so far. I'm really enjoying this book. This book? Jesus. This game. The periodic tables of secret magic elements. The bumper catalog of magical components. This one is just squiggles. I can't make anything useful out of it. The definitive guide to demon identification. Love in your coven. Occultism for nuns. Crawl space. A small hole. I don't fit, but maybe I can drop something down to see where it lands. Probably the skull. I hope this works. Thunk, 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 crash. Now to find where it landed, hopefully without having caused any damage. Let's figure it out. Is that still locked? Yep. I think it ended up in the children's section. Yep, there it is. What's all that noise? I can't hear myself read. So kid, what do you want to know about the other side of that vent? I didn't mean to do it. Do what? I was lonely, so I went exploring. I found all these neat new books. But the one I read was scary and I ran off. Then the ghosts arrived, but I like them. Because now I have friends. Aww. See, he meant no harm. Troublemaker, arrest him. Breaking and entering. Into your room of illegal books. Let's say both sets of charges cancel each other out. Is that how the law works? Only if you get rid of the ghosts. And find him somewhere else to go once in a while. You can join me in the Blood Wolves? I don't know what that means. Blood Wolves? The mayor stopped paying the dib tax? So we had to change it from scouts. What? The dib tax. You okay with that, kid? Sure, that's great. Back to the task at hand. We need to stop energy flowing into the building and into that book. You'll need to get to the lightning conductor on the roof. Here, have the key. Okay, we got the key. Okay, roof key. Here we go. I suppose I've already ducked out of one room in this case. I knew I played that card too soon. You did, buddy. You did. More of that wiring from the secret room and it leads to the roof. Up the ladder. You need me to go all the way up there. Scared heights, yes. The skyline. Sometimes I wonder if the people of Twin Lakes know how often we save their bacon. I've never saved any actual bacon. I got a cat named Bacon out of a tree once. An example to us all, Dooley. That's all skyline. Storm. The storm looks like it's getting nastier. I hope this works. Here we go. Junction box. Ooh, a puzzle! So what do I need to do? Get down as soon as possible. Looks like the circuit's connecting the book to the downstairs, this area. I guess I should break the circuit's wire with the aerial and the lightning rod. Oh, this is like... Oops. Oh, fuck. Okay. Easy. Piece of cake. Ouch, my hand. Look, detective, the storm is dying out. Imagine that. Okay, we should be able to close the book now. Let's close that book. I should close the book before I go talk to Doris. Right. Forgot where I was. Case closed. Goodbye, Adams. Goodbye, Pratchett. Goodbye. I forgot your name. Trunks filled, detective. Though I don't see why we had to take all those books. Duly, they're contraband. Heavy contraband. We have an agreement then, Doris? You don't fine me for having the books. I don't sue the kid for entering the vault. I go back to business, sans haunting. Yes, the business of library. Enid, yep. You should also get that wiring fixed. Ah, fine. Come on, Dooley, let's get back to the office. See you at camp, Mr. Dooley. See you there, Devon. Get the tables. Case closed. That was great. I'm enjoying this quite a bit.